Hi guys, welcome to my next tutorial. Today I would like to show you how to crochet triple crown doily. For this tutorial you will need crochet thread yarn and I use crochet hook 2 millimeters. This doily is not that big as my last one. The diameter is about 11 inches, so you will need less than half a ball of the yarn for it. Our work, we have to start by making slip knot and then chain of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now into the first chain we have to work slip stitch to form ring and chain of 3. This chain of 3 is counted as a first double crochet, and now into the ring we have to work 23 more double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 and 23. So we've got chain 3 and 23 double crochets. So in total, if we will count our chain of 3 as a first double crochet, we should have 24 double crochets. Slip stitch to the first stitch, so to the top of chain 3. Now round number 2, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, double crochet into the same stitch, then chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we have to skip the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and into the third one we will work 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2. Chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again we have to skip the next 2 stitches. Into the third one we need to work 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. Chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to skip the next 2 stitches. Into the third we will work another 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. And we have to repeat this pattern all the way around. So again, chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the next 2 stitches and into the next 3 2 double crochets. 1 and 2. At the end of our round we should have 16 double crochets and 8 chain 5 spaces. Now round number 3, we have to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet. Into the same stitch we need to work 3 more double crochets. So 1, 2 and 3. So actually we've done 4 double crochets. Now we are going to the second stitch, and into the second stitch we have to work the same. So we need to make 4 double crochets. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So into the first stitch we've done chain 3 double crochets, into the second 4 double crochets. Now into the chain 5 space we need to work slip stitch, and then we are going to the next stitch and we have to work the same. So 4 double crochets in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Then into the second one 4 double crochets again. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Slip stitch into the chain 5 space, and we have to repeat our pattern. So into the next 2 stitches we will work 4 double crochets in each stitch. 1, 2, 3 and 4, and into the next 4 double crochets again. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Into the chain 5 space, slip stitch again. So repeat this pattern all the way around. At the end again we have to work slip stitch into the top of chain 3, and now chain of 3, round number 4, 1, 2, 3. Then into the next 7 stitches we have to work 1 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So basically in each stitch we have to work 1 double crochet, and now after first 8 we have to work chain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Then we are going to the next stitch, and into the next 8 stitches we need to work 1 double crochet in each stitch again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So we've done another 8 double crochets, and now chain of 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. So into the next 8 stitches we will work 1 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, then chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Round number 5, we have to start making 8 double treble crochet cluster. So I will make chain of 5, and then we have to yarn over 3 times, so we've got 4 loops on the hook. We are going to the next stitch and we have to work first 2 loops, then second 2 loops, and then third 2 loops. So now we are not finished the stitch. We have to yarn over 3 times again, and we will go into the next stitch and we need to make the same. 1, 2, 3. Now we cannot finish the stitch, so we've got 3 loops on the hook. We are making the same, so I put another 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to the next stitch and I need to work 3 times for the first 2 loops. Now I've got 4 loops. Then we need to repeat this pattern for each stitch to the end. We've got 5 loops, 1, 2, 3. Now we've got 6. Into the next one, 1, 2 and 3, 2, 4, 6, 7 loops, and one more time, 1, 2 and 3, and we should have 8 loops on the hook, 2, 4, 6 and 8. Now we have to finish the stitch by making cluster and chain 1 to lock the stitch. Now we need to work chain of 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 into the 4th chain from chain 7 space, 1, 2, 3 and 4. We need to work slip stitch, then chain of 9 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we are going to the next 8 stitches and we have to work 8 double crochet, 8 double treble crochet cluster again, but this time 1, 2, 3 we should have 9 loops on our hook, because we are not starting by making chain of 3. So I will show you. So we have to yarn over 3 times, one, 2, 3. We are going to the first stitch and we have to make stitch 3 times, 2 and 3. So we've got 2 loops. Into the second, 1, 2 and 3. We've got 3 loops. Into the next one, 1, 2 and 3. We've got 4 loops. Into the next, 1, 2 and 3. We've got 5 loops. Into the next, so 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, into the next 1, 2 and 3, 2, 4, 6, 7, into the next one, 1, 2, 3, so we've got 8, and one more, 1, 2, 3, we've got 9 loops, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 loops on the hook, and now we have to finish the stitch, chain 1 to lock the stitch, and then chain of 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We need to make slip stitch into the fourth chain, 1, 2, 3, 4 from the chain 7 space from the previous round, chain of 9 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, and now again we have to work 8 double crochet cluster, and we need to repeat this pattern all the way around. At the end of our round we need to make slip stitch into the top of our 8 double treble crochet cluster, so into that exactly chain 1 where we locked the stitch. So it's quite easy to see that chain 1. Now round number 6, chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. This chain is a count as a first double crochet, and into the same stitch we need to work another double crochet. So we've done 2 double crochets. Now chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the fifth chain from the chain 9 space, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we need to work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, then chain of 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We are going to the next chain 5 space, next chain 9 space, and into the fifth chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we need to work another 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Chain of 5 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now into the top of another 8 double treble crochet cluster we will work 2 double crochets, so exactly the same as we start our round. One and 2, chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, into the fifth chain 2 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, one and 2, chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now into the next chain of the fifth chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 double crochets into the top of 8 double crochet cluster, 8 double treble crochet cluster, 1 and 2, and we have to make another chain 5 and repeat this pattern all the way around. Round 7 we need to start by making chain 3 as a first double crochet, and then into the same stitch, so into the top of chain 3 we need to make second double crochet. Then in next stitch we need to work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. Now chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are going to the next 2 stitches, and in each stitch we will work 2 double crochets. So 1 and 2, and then into the next one another 2, 1 and 2. Chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into the next 2 stitches we have to work 2 double crochets in each stitch. One and 2, then into the next one 2 double crochets again, 1 and 2. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have to repeat this pattern all the way around. So in each stitch 2 double crochets and then chain 5. Round number 8 we have to start by making chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, then into the same stitch, so into the top of chain 3 we need to make another one, so second double crochet, and now into the next 3 stitches we need to work 2 double crochets as well, so 1 and 2, into the next one 2 double crochets again, 1 and 2, into the next one another 2, 1 and 2. So we should have now 8 double crochets, because chain of 3 is a count as a first double crochet. Slip stitch into the chain 5 space, and then again into the all 4 stitches we need to make 2 double crochets in each stitch. So 1 and 2, then we are going to the next stitch, we need to work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, into the next one 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, and into the next 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. So we've done another 8 double crochets. Now slip stitch into the chain 5 space, and we have to repeat this pattern all the way around. So in each stitch we need to work 2 double crochets and then slip stitch into each chain 5 space. Round number 9 we have to start by making chain of 3 as a first double crochet, then in each into the next 7 stitches we have to work 1 double crochet in each one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now double crochet into the slip stitch, so into the stitch where we've done the slip stitch into the chain from the previous round. Then into the next 8 stitches we need to work 1 double crochet again. So 1 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Now we are not making double crochet into the slip stitch. We need to work chain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we have to skip the stitch, slip stitch, and into the next 8 stitches we will work 1 double crochet, and from here we are starting repeat what we've done from the beginning of our round. So 8 double crochets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and then double crochet into the slip stitch, double crochet into the next 8 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8, and now chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and double crochet into the next 8 stitches, and we have to repeat this pattern all the way around. Round number 10, we need to start by making chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and in this round we will start working 8 double treble crochet cluster again. So we have to yarn over 3 times, and then we are going to the next stitch into the second one, and we have to make a stitch 3 times, 1, 2 and 3. We've got 2 loops on the hook. We are going to the next one, and we need to repeat 1, 2 and 3 into the next, 1, 2 and 3. We've got 4 loops into the next, 1, 2, 3 into the next, 1, 2, 3. So at the moment we've got 2, 4, 6, and into the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, 3, one more, 1, 2 and 3. This time, because we start by making chain of 5, we should have 2, 4, 6 and 8 stitches. Now we have to finish the stitch, chain 1 to lock the stitch, then chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slip stitch into the next double crochet, so into the double crochet where we've done into the slip stitch from the previous round, chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then into the next 8 stitches we have to work double treble crochet cluster again. So this time we should have 9 loops on the hook. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 2, 4, 6, 8 and 9 loops on the hook, so we can finish the stitch. And chain 1 to lock the stitch. Now chain of 7 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3 and 4 from the previous round, we have to work 2 treble crochets. So not double treble, so treble. So we have to do 3 loops on the hook, and then into the 4th chain, 1, 2, 3 and 4, we are making 2 treble crochets. 1 and 2. Then chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and again into the next 8 stitches we have to work 8 double treble crochet cluster, then slip stitch into the 9th stitch, and then double treble crochet cluster. So basically now we have to repeat what we've done from the beginning of our round. But now in each time we should have 9 loops on the hook. In round 11, after when we've done the slip stitch into the top of our cluster, we need to make a slip stitch into each chain. So we have to find the first one. So in each chain we need to make a slip stitch. So we've done into the first 7 chain slip stitch, and then we are going to the next 7 chains, and we have to work slip stitch as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now into the top of our cluster we need to work first chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now into the top of our cluster we have to work 2 treble crochets. So 1 and 2, then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. We need to make a slip stitch into the chain 7 space from the previous round. Into the first treble crochet we have to work for double crochets. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, then into the next one for double crochets as well. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Slip stitch into the chain 7 space again. Chain of 3, 1, 2, 3 and 2 treble crochets onto the top of cluster. One and 2. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Slip stitch into the same stitch as we've done treble crochets, and then again we have to repeat our pattern from the beginning of our round. So into the next 7 chains and then next 7 chains we need to work slip stitch. And then exactly the same as we have done. So after slip stitch into the 7 stitches, so from here we need to work chain of 4, then 2 treble crochet into the same top of the cluster, then chain 3, slip stitch into the chain 7 space, 4 double crochets into each treble crochet from the previous round, chain 3, slip stitch into the chain 7 space, chain 3, 2 treble crochets into the top of our cluster, then chain 4. At the end of round number 11, instead of making the last chain 4 and slip stitch into the same stitch, we need to work 3 treble crochets. Round number 12 we will start by making chain of 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and now we will start working in a round, so we have to turn the work onto the wrong side, and into the next 2 treble crochets we need to work treble crochet again. 1 and 2. Then chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. We need to skip chain 3 space from the previous round, and now in each treble crochet from the previous row we will work 2 treble crochets. Into each double crochet from the previous row we will work 2 treble crochets. So on the previous round we've done 8 double crochets, so in this row we should have 16 treble crochets. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and 16. Chain of 3, 1, 2, 3. Now again we have to skip the chain free space and 1 treble crochet into each of the next 3 stitches. So into the first 3 treble crochets and then into the top of chain 3. So into the first treble crochet, into the second, and into the top of chain 3. Chain 4. We've done chain 4. Now we need to start round number 13. Our round, we will start by making chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and now into the next 2 stitches we will work 3 treble crochet cluster. Actually we will work only the first 2 stitches, then we need to leave the last one loop on the crochet hook, and the same with the second one. So we are pulling the yarn for 2 times for first 2 loops, and the last one we have to leave on the crochet hook. Then we need to skip chain free space, and into the next 3 stitches we need to work the same. So 1 and 2, into the next one 1 and 2, and then into the next 1 and 2. So basically we work on to the 6 stitches. We should have 6 loops on the hook, and now we can finish the stitch and chain 1 to lock the stitch. Now chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch into the next stitch, and now into the next 3 stitches we will work double treble. So this time we have to start by making chain of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we need to have 4 loops on the hook. We are going to the next stitch and we need to work 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We need to leave the last stitch on the hook. The same to the next 2 stitches. 1, 2 and 3. We need to leave the last one, and one more time. 1, 2 and 3. Now we have to skip the next 2 stitches and into the next 3, so into the third one. We will start in third one. We will work the same. 1, 2, 3, and into the next 2 stitches the same. 1, 2, 3, and then into the next one. 1, 2 and 3. So we should have 2, 4, 6, 7 loops on the hook. We have to finish the stitch, chain 1 to lock, and then chain of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Slip stitch into the next stitch. Then chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. into the next 3 stitches treble crochet, but the same, we have to leave the last one loop on the hook. So 1, we are going to the next stitch, 2, into the next stitch, 3, then into the next stitch, so we have to skip chain 3 space, 1 and 2, we've got 4 loops, then into the next stitch, 3. No, I've done wrong. Into the next stitch, 1 and 2, and into the top of chain 4. 1 and 2. We've got 2, 4, 6, 7 loops on the hook, and now we can finish the stitch by making chain 1. And now we can fasten off and cut the yarn. So basically we've done the first crown, and now we have to do exactly the same. So the last 2 rows, as I show you, row number 12 and row number 13, we have to make exactly the same as I show you. So we have to, with the wrong side, we need to join into the chain, top of chain 3, then we have to work chain of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, into the next 2 stitches, into the next 2 treble crochets, we need to work treble crochet, 1 and 2, then we will work chain of 3, we need to skip chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and in each double crochet we will work 2 treble crochets. So basically the last 2 rows we have to repeat, and then at the end of last 2 rows we have to cut the yarn, fasten off, cut the yarn, and we are going to the next part of the doily, so to the next group of 3 treble crochets, then shell with 8 double crochets and 3 double crochets, and then all the way around. I finished my dolly, so at the end of your work you should have 12 crowns. If your dolly wouldn't stay flat, you can use the iron for it, it will be perfect. Thank you for staying with me to the end of this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.